everyone, I'm Kelly and this is my channel Kel Stitches, a place where I discuss my addiction to cross-stitching with you all. Today is Monday, April 11, 2022, and this is Flosstube number 4. If you are a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back and joining me once again. If you are a new viewer, thank you for coming over, and I hope you like what you see. If you do like what you see, please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do know that James, the PH Stitcher, gave me a shout out on his latest video. I'd just like to thank him very much. Muchly appreciated, James. And if anyone's come over from his channel, thank you very much for coming over. So what's been going on with me? I did have the weekend off. Yay, finally. And I did get some pretty good stitches in. I think it was 1,200 stitches on the Saturday on one of my projects, and I think I clocked up 1,400 stitches on one of my other projects yesterday. So, and that's only because it's big blocks of colour. So yeah. Also, last Tuesday I went to the dentist. That's always fun, isn't it? And had a tooth taken out. So it was lucky I'd done my video on the Monday, because on the Tuesday and the Wednesday I probably wouldn't have been making much sense with a swollen jaw. I'm still having a little bit of issues with my talking because, of course, my mouth has to get used to not having that tooth there anymore. The pain's gone away. Well, in the gum anyway. I do have, because it was one of the back molars, my wisdom tooth that was beside it is now moving forward into the gap that was left there. So I've now got wisdom teeth pain at 42 years of age. Well, almost 42 years of age. I'm not 42 until the end of the month. But close enough, hey. So yeah, I now am having a few ear issues with that molar moving forward. It is a week tomorrow. I'll leave it until after the Easter weekend, and if I'm still having issues, I'll go back to the dentist and just see what they say about it. It could just be a matter of just dealing with it until that tooth moves into position, and we'll see what happens from there. The weather has cleared up a little bit. We didn't end up getting that big East Coast low that they were predicting, so we didn't get another flood. Thank God. We did get a bit more rain though, which has still made everything super wet and super boggy. Last 2 or 3 days have been nice and sunny, so that is starting to dry things out, but I'm sure I heard someone say that we're meant to be getting rain again this week sometime for Easter, so that's going to be fun, isn't it? But anyway, so today I'm not going to show you my whip progress because I've only stitched on 2 projects. So I thought what I'd do today is I'd do a stash dive into my patterns, and I'll show you my fully kitted up projects. As I said, I class fully kitted as I've got everything. I've got floss, fabric, pattern, whether it's a physical paper copy or whether it's a digital copy of the pattern, but everything is there, so I can just dive into the box and just pull whatever one out I want. So some of them are kits that I've purchased as a kit, and some of them are the ones that I've kitted up. Okay, so I might get into it and I'll show you some of the kits. The first ones I'll show you are the stamped kits that I've bought. So there's this one. Of course, Native American. It is, pretty sure this one's a 14 count now. And it is, I got this one cotton threads. Because as I said, the silk, actually I'm not even going to call them silk because they don't even feel like silk threads. They're more like a satin thread, so that's what I'm going to class them as. But yeah, they come with everything. They come with your canvas, your printed canvas, and all your cottons. Come with some floss cards. Even come with a little pack in here that has a seam ripper, little set of snips, a needle threader, and one of these little pom-pom balls with three or so needles in them. So that's what the stamped kits come like. So yeah, that was that one. Next one is, and the cover photos are never real good on these stamped kits, so hopefully you'll be able to see them well enough. So yeah, that's the next one. This one is also 14 count. Nice little wolf one. I think I've got 6 stamped kits altogether. That one is also cotton. This one is 11 count. And it is cotton thread as well. Once again, have everything in it. All the floss, everything that you need to start. This one is 14 count. And it's with the satin floss. So yeah, as you can see, there is a theme that I generally stick to. This one is also 14 count with the satin floss. And the last one is this one. It is 14 count and it is also the satin floss. So I'm just gonna, once I finish one, I'll just alternate and start with another one. Okay, next kits. I bought these from JK's clearance Facebook group on Facebook. It's where she puts all her clearance pieces. She's got everything on there. She'll have fabrics and kits and floss and everything at different times. All you've got to do is comment yes please, and then you have to message her, let her know, she'll tell you how much, then you just transfer the money over and she will post it straight off to you. So for anyone in Australia or New Zealand, JK's clearance, it used to be her main selling group on Facebook, and then she got her website, so then she changed the Facebook group into the clearance site. So these 2 kits are by Riolus, which is with the wool acrylics. I've never stitched a Riolus kit before with the wool. With the wools. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. They come on their own floss cards. So I'll probably just when I get around to stitching them, I probably will just leave them on these cards and just pull off the amount of thread that I need. Now this one is, and of course it came with everything, so I mean, you look at some of these colours. Look at the colours of this. That's going to be beautiful. And you look at these teals. Just beautiful. And it's on just plain white Ada that it came with. Now, it is a coloured pattern. So, I probably will have to make a working copy of it. Maybe even try to scan it into PK. I know I can't get the full thing of using PK with a scanned pattern, but at least I can mark off the stitches and the boxes and stuff like that. Since using PK, I've tried to stay away from paper patterns, and I haven't used any, so it will be interesting to go back and see how quick I can stitch. This is the second one that I got, the wolf. It is also the acrylics, wool acrylic by Riolus. But yeah, absolutely love those two. Next one is the kit that I got from Pain Free Crafts. I am in the Pain Free Crafts Crystal Club. It's where you pay, I think it's £10 a month, but in Australian dollars, I think it works out to be $24 a month. You pay $24 a month for 6 months, and then Sarah will send you a voucher. I think the voucher is actually for £80 or something. So it's enough to get yourself a Pain Free Crafts kit. And with that Crystal Club membership, you get 20% off. Not everything on the website, but you do get 20% off a good majority of things. So this is my first one that I got off the club. It is by Cynthia Fisher, so, and one of my favorite artists, of course, because of the horses. So when Sarah sends it, it comes with the cover sheet. It comes in one of these organza bags, and I will just quickly run through what you get with it. Comes with fabric. I got 18 count. Standard for the kits is 25 count, but you can change the count size to what you prefer. But there is a little bit of an extra charge because obviously the fabric is going to be bigger and the threads are you're going to need more threads. So it came tied up in a ribbon, but obviously I've untied it. It comes with your floss on these floss cards. So, oops. Yeah, so it comes on the floss cards, all numbered with the DMC number, but it's also got the corresponding symbol and the DMC colour on it. Then you get, if there's any extra floss that you need that doesn't come on the floss cards, you will get the extra flosses on these, which are numbered. You also have the option of purchasing a matching needle minder with the kit, so of course I've done that, and that is the matching needle minder. And Sarah sends you another needle minder as just a little gift, so I'm pretty sure this is Jemima Puddle Duck. Correct, anyone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Jemima Puddle Duck. Now these all come in their own little bags, and the kits used to, but I don't think they do anymore. You do have the option of getting the needle book. The kits still come with, I think it's 1 or 2 pre-packaged needles, but they used to come with a needle book with 5 needles in them. But Sarah did ask us if we minded if she cut that back, and most of us said no because we've already got enough needles, and if we want more needles we can buy them. So yeah, she's gone with the option of you can purchase the needle book, but the kit does come with a couple of needles anyway, just so you've got everything in there to start. Probably just in case you're giving it as a present to someone or something like that, which is a good idea. So that is that one. Alright, so now I'll get into my patterns. I'll just show you the cover sheets. I'll start off with the long dogs. I'll show you most of them. Most of the fabric for the long dogs I have hand dyed myself. So the first one is Dilemma. Now I know a few people have extended it and actually made it big enough so they can fit all of these blocks in. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to choose 9 of the blocks that I want. So I just dyed some black fabric. Yes, I just put all my kits into snap lock bags, and then when I start on them as a project, I put them into one of my project bags. So this one I'm just doing on black fabric. Camera doesn't really like focusing on that. And maybe a stupid idea, but I'm going metallics. So I've got blue, gold, silver, red and purple. Why not challenge myself with doing some metallics, eh? So that's that one. Next one is Sansui, as I showed you last week. That one. And with my Silks for You teal and purple flosses just on the white fabric. And then I have Pandemic by Long Dog samplers. This one I am doing on this bit of fabric that I hand dyed myself. Denim blue, I think the colour was. So that's the fabric that I'm doing it on. And I am going to be doing it with this variegated thread, which is reds, pinks, oranges. Hopefully that'll look all right. Yeah, only time will tell when I start stitching it. I might start stitching it and go, nah, wrong colour choice, and choose something else. But that should be fine. Okay, so the rest of them I'm just going to show you the cover photos, because I'm sure you don't want to sit here for the next hour and see me pull out every single kit to show you the flosses. So I will just show you the cover photos. I don't know how many kits I do have, so I might put a little with each kit and pattern chart that I put up. I might put a little counter down the bottom, so at the end of the video we can all see how ridiculously addicted to cross stitch I am. And mind you, this is only my kitted patterns, fully kitted patterns, not my in the process of being kitted. I'll leave that for another video, because otherwise this will probably be well over an hour, and that's just way too long for me. Alright, so next one I've got kitted up is this one. It is Little Warrior Pony, I think it is called. Designer is Missy Cross from Cross Stitch for Everyone. Art is Eleanor Samoyadova. Probably just butchered that name totally, but that is that one. I have Evening Watch Leopard by Pain Free Crafts, which is also a Cynthia Fisher. I know there is the cropped version of it now, which is just the leopard on the tree. But go big or go home, I say. These next few ones are the ones that my mother-in-law bought me, as I explained in one of my videos. Mother-in-law bought me a few patterns for Christmas, and these are all off eBay, so I don't know the artist, and I'm not going to say the designer's name because I don't even know if the artwork is licensed, unfortunately. So this one is called Eagle Maiden. This one is Squall and Wolves. Sorry, I keep peeking around just to make sure everything's in camera. This one is Wolf 2. Now, funny thing is, the Bengal Tigers is by the same designer. When I put it into PK, or Pattern Keeper, sorry, it went in fine. When I tried to import this one, it was saying that it couldn't read the symbols or anything, like there was something wrong with the chart. So I don't know, that might have to be a print it off and do a paper copy job. Lucky it's only a small one, so it mightn't take too long. Next one is a horse portrait. Now, all these are kitted up with CXC threads. We have FJ Ute. Alright, now we get into all my other artisy and stuff like that. I've got a few to get through, so I'll try not to take too long. We're already up to 22 minutes. We have Thunderbolt, artwork by Mark Keithley, and it is an artisy pattern. Another one by Mark Keithley, it is Indian Winter. As I said, there's mainly a theme around all of my projects, so if you like horses, wolves, Native American, big cats, I'm probably your girl to come to see. We've got another one by Mark Keithley called Legends of the West. Yet again, another one by Mark Keithley. Obviously, he's one of my favourite artists as well. This one is called Morning Work. Young Blood by Cynthia Fisher. Mustangs, also by Cynthia Fisher. Now, some of the colours in some of these, I think, not only the subject matter, but the colours is what really caught my eye. We have Wild Horses, artwork by Lorenzo Tempesta. Also by Lorenzo Tempesta, we have Horses on a Beach. This was another one of my very first, after Howling Wolf, this was one of my other purchases of artisy. Kitted it up, and obviously I've just had too many others catch my fancy and I want to do first. This one is Running Free by Corey Carlson. we have First Spring by Tom and Tonisha. Probably just butchered that name. Sorry. I bought this one. It was in my wish list. Then he was a retiring artist, so I went and bought it. And then a few months, probably longer than what I think, but a few months later, he must have signed on to another licensing company, and Tarina relicensed the artwork, so I'm pretty sure it's still available. Lewis Bargallo, 3 horses. Artwork by Franco Zappa, 3 horses at sunset. Of course, we have the Santa at the Door stocking that I'm doing for my niece for her new baby that's on the way. Okay, so that was all my artisy charts that I've got kitted up. Now, got a couple of Heaven and Earth charts here. I only buy minis from Heaven and Earth. I don't want to do huge because I only stitch on 16 or 18 count. Anything smaller, 25, 22, 25, 28. Can't do it with my eyesight. So, yeah, I do only stitch on 16 or 18 count. So, normal size Heaven and Earths are going to be huge. The biggest I'll probably ever do is that one that I've done by Charting Creations, the Indians with the wolf in the middle. Yeah, so I only ever get minis by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Laura Prindle called Mini Shaman. Another Laura Prindle, Mini Kindred Spirits. And then the next couple are all Charting Creations. We have Moonlight Mystery by artwork by Al Agnew. This one's going to be huge too. The fabric, when I cut it, it was nearly as big as my 2-seater couch. So it's going to be pretty big. Once I get it stitched, it's probably going to have to be another wall hanging, I think. Otherwise it'll cost me way too much to get it framed. These next two are both by Charting Creations. They were only released not long ago. As soon as I seen them, loved them, had to get them. They're both by Sheena Pike. You've probably seen this first one being done by a few others. So this one is Daydream Tigers. And the last one I've got to show you is a Daydream Sea Turtles. Colours on these, absolutely gorgeous. Now what I was thinking was, I don't know, but I was going to dye some purple fabric, fabric purple. And over dye it with a darker purple so you get the splotchy effect, and then I'd only stitch the turtles and the flowers because all the background's purple. Don't don't know if I should go that way or not. I'd have to do a bit of a test dye to see if I can get the right colours and the right over dye effect that I want first. So I'd have to do a smaller bit because they are pretty large as well. So yeah, that is all my fully kitted patterns and kits that I have. As I said, I don't know how many I've got, so I'll put a little counter down the bottom and we'll see. But rest assured, I have just as many in the process of being kitted. Let me show you the stack of cover photos that I've got. So that is the stack of cover photos that I have of the ones that are in the process of being kitted. I will leave that for another video because it'll be way too long. So guys, I didn't have any haul really this week. I did buy some more dyes and stuff to do a bit of fabric dyeing and what haven't you, but nothing really to write home about. I did order a couple of cheap Q-snaps, just off-brand Q-snaps, just to give them a go. I did get the email notification that they're in Australia and they should be arriving either this week or next week. Depends on how fast our postal service moves. Sometimes it moves really slow, sometimes it moves super quick. I can get something from off AliExpress, which comes from China, quicker than what I can get something in the next state. So that says a lot about our postal service. Pretty slack at times. So yeah guys, I've got no haul for you. Next video will be a whip update, a whip's progress. As I said, it will fall on Easter Monday, so I should be able to record that day, hopefully. If not, I'll try to record either the Sunday, but then that's probably Easter Sunday as well. But yeah, I will definitely try to record that day and give you a bit of a progress update. Spoiler alert, there may be a new start, so couldn't help myself. You watch, by the end of the year I'll probably have more than the 4 or 5 projects that I said that I was going to stick with, because I just keep seeing more and more, and now that I look through my kits I go, oh, I want to start that one, and I really like to start that one, and I really want to start that one, but I do have to restrain myself and hold off, and because otherwise I know if I have too many starts, I am going to take forever to finish them. And I do like to get a few finishes done a year. So yeah, that's my reasoning behind that one. So guys, I'll wrap this up. Once again, thank you for coming and watching my videos. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the comments and all the subscribers. Last time I looked, I was at 190 subscribers. So once we hit that 200 subscriber mark, I might do a bit of a giveaway. As I said, it might just be some of my floss drops and a couple of needle minders or something like that. Just something small and easy, just to show my appreciation to you guys for coming over and subscribing to my channel and listening to me ramble on and everything. I actually just had a look. I'm at 195 subscribers. So on the next video, guys, you don't know, I might be doing a giveaway. So yeah. Thank you very much. I do try to answer to all comments. If I can't, if I'm too busy, I will heart it and I will try to get back to it. I do know that I seen one comment that asked me, how do I dye my fabric? I was thinking that that might be another video that I'll do. I'll quickly run through, or quickly as I can, run through and give you a bit of a rundown on how I dye my fabric. When I was sorting all these kits out, I seen one of my long dogs that I'm in the process of kitting. I did dye some fabric. I wanted it red, and it's come out more pink than red, so I have gone and bought proper, like, scarlet red, fire red dye, and I might re-dye that piece of, well, not that piece of fabric, but I'll cut another piece and dye that fabric. So when I do that, I'll probably do a bit of a video for you guys, so that'll probably be, depending on how long that video runs for, that'll probably be a separate video. I don't mind showing you guys how to dye your own fabric. I think it's a brilliant thing to do, because you can't find it, and fabrics are pretty dear if you're on a budget. So yeah, but anyway, I do appreciate all of your comments and your likes. So yes, thank you very, very, very much, everyone. Thank you to the people that have given me a shout out in the last couple of weeks. It has helped my subscribers jump up a fair bit. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. I think I'll leave it as that. Otherwise, I'm just going to start rambling on and just babbling on with nothing. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.